January the 23rd. Bombardier Harry Baum, nicknamed Hairy Bum, told us, "You lot are to be allowed into Algiers and let loose on the unsuspecting women therein. The passion wagon leaves at 13:30 hours, and you'll be back at 23:59 like all good little Cinderellas." Fly buttons flew in all directions. We set about cleaning up. Boots were boned, web belts scrubbed, brass polished, and trousers creased. It made little difference. We still looked like sacks of shit tied up in the middle. A 3-tonner full of sexual tension rattled us to the Algiers docks. Most of us were looking for women and booze, but not Gunner Milligan. I was a good Catholic boy. I didn't frequent brothels. No, all I did was walk around with a permanent erection, shouting mercy. In any case, I was in the company of Mother Superior Edgington, who shunned such practices. Was he not the one who threw his army-issue contraceptive into the sea, where it was later sunk by naval gunfire? So we entered Algiers with pure minds, and the sun glinting on the brill cream running down our necks. We were joined by Bombardier Spike Deans and Gunner Shapiro. Along the main tree-lined Rue d'Islay, we entered a small cafe, the Delmonico. "That means the Delmonico," I explained. Inside we were shown to a table by an attractive French waitress. We perused the menu, moule marinière, hummus, spigola al forno, sole niçoise, scampi provençal, poulet rôti, carré d'agneau, courgettes. "Eggs and chips 4 times, we said. "Make mine kosher," added Shapiro. "Look, there's no such thing as Jewish chicken," I said. "And I'll tell you why," said Shapiro. "There's no money in it." The eggs arrived sizzling in round copper dishes. "Where's the chips?" said Shapiro. "She's forgotten the chips." "Don't be bloody ignorant," rebukes Edgington. "In French cooking, le chips are served separate. Patience." We sat in patience. We sat a long time in patience. She had forgotten le chips. The mistake was rectified, and we ate the meal with quaffs of Thibar rosé. "You'd never think there was a war on," said Dean. "I think there's a war on," said Shapiro. "I noticed," said Edgington, "you dip your chip into the yolk first." "True, I cannot tell a lie." We finished the meal. "What now?" says Milligan. "Let's go to the pictures," said Shapiro. "Pictures? We've come all the way from England to Africa, and you want to go to the bloody pictures?" "I like pictures," he said. "They make me forget." "Forget what?" "I can't remember." We decided to wander through Algiers. It was amazing how boring it could be. "Isn't this the place where Charles Boyer screwed Edie Lamar?" said Deans. "Yes," I said. "I'm not surprised," said Edgerton. "There's nothing else to do." We followed the signs, "This way to the WVS canteen, Allied troops welcome." The building looked like a warehouse. We went in. It was a warehouse. Tables and chairs were spread around a massive hall-like room. Behind tea-bearing tables were middle-aged English ladies who also looked like warehouses. They obviously thought being in Algiers was, naughty. We drank piss-poor tea and ate buns made of leather. Gunner Edgington was already slumped over a desk, dashing off a "Darling, I love you, I always will, do you love me," etc. Standard soldier's letter for the relief of sexual tension, pausing only to hit his reoccurring erection with an inkwell. I used to write letters to several birds, but hadn't realized my letters were getting stereotyped until one replied, "Darling, thank you for your circular." Edgington wrote reams. Average letter, 20 pages. He was the most pure of gunners, and faithful to his sweetheart. Mind you, he missed a lot of fun, and his machinery was getting very rusty. I woke Shapiro, who had fallen asleep. "Dreaming of the Promised Land," I said. "No, I was dreaming of East Finchley. It's cheaper there," he said, yawning. Evening. We sauntered out into the main boulevard. All the prettiest French birds were out, chaperoned by what looked like the Mafia and an occasional Quasimodo. We promenaded up and down. "We can get all this bloody route marching at the camp," said Shapiro. "Let's lie down." We repaired to a street cafe. "Cat, verre, cognac," I said to a waiter. "Never mind all that crap," he said. "What do you want to drink?" The brandy arrived. "Here's to a safe war," said Dean, and spilled the lot over his jacket. We downed several brandies in the next hour, and all became decidedly unsafe. Shapiro dozed off again. "He's not asleep," said Edgington. "It's a Jewish ruse to stop paying for the next round." "Wake up, chap," I said. "Your turn to pay." "You're a fascist," said Shapiro, unchaining his wallet. The sun was setting, and so were my legs. No one could remember the way. "Follow me," said Edgington. 20 minutes later, we stopped. "Now do you know where you are?" "It's the cafe we left 20 minutes ago." "See," he said. "Let's go in." By 23:15 hours, we were all in the passion wagon. The noise was incredible. Talking, singing, farting, laughing, vomiting. Versatility was going to win the British the war. It was horrible. But there was a kind of mad, strange poetry to it. That is, ask anyone why they were like they were at that moment, and they would have a rational answer. An hour later, we settled in our beds, listening to the lurid exploits of driver Plunger Bailey. Plunger, because he had a prick the size and shape of a sink pump. He had entered the forbidden Kasbah in search of his Oggins, and gained entrance to an Arab brothel. "They wouldn't let me in till I took my boots off," he said. He had been shown a room where a naked Arab girl had entertained him with a belly dance. Feeling he should reciprocate, he sang her a chorus of the Lambeth Walk, and then, "I got stuck up her." From now on, my illusions of the Arabian Nights were dead.